This is Jackie with Local Rock Odds, and we're interviewing She Eats Planets right behind me over here.
I'm Laura, I play guitar.
I'm Tal, I'm the bassist.
Sarah, I'm the lead singer.
And I'm Matt, and I play the drums.
Okay, first question is the name. We love the name.
We were at Tal's apartment trying to think of a new name, and she has a bunch of X-Men stuff around. So somebody said, well, how about Dark Phoenix, one of the X-Men? And Tal said, Dark Phoenix, she eats planets. And I'm like, how about she eats planets? And we decided it was kind of cool, so we just stuck with it.
And what do you guys think of the music scene here in New England?
Unfortunately, I don't think there really is much of a scene. You know, especially not in Connecticut. Excuse me. You know, we've played around, and in Connecticut, it seems that the venues are looking for cover bands. They're looking for people that come in and sell 50 tickets right off the bat. And for a band just starting out, you can't do that. There's not a lot of that happening. So, you know, there's not a lot of support. You go out of the state, Massachusetts, they're a lot more willing to book original bands. Same thing in like New Jersey, they really love it. Connecticut, it's a little weak, unfortunately. Maybe have anything to add to that?
I think you covered it.
All right.
And how did you guys all meet?
We met on the intrawebs. We all met on MySpace. Tal and I have been in a band together the longest, for like over 3 years, I think it was. And we played a game of like musical guitarists, and but we've been together the longest. We found Laura to replace somebody, and then I wasn't finding any girl drummers, so we were like, do we care if it's a guy? And everyone's like, no. So I actually was looking through profiles because everyone who approached me was like really creepy or old, and he's like the first semi-normal one. Notice I say semi. And I'm like, you down to be in a band? He was all over it. So yeah, all on MySpace. Thanks, Tom.
And this question is for Matt. Matt, what's it like performing with all women?
It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I mean, they're all very talented musicians, and that's the important part. I mean, we all play our instruments very well, and putting us together in a room to make the music and to do what we do, it doesn't matter if you're a girl or guy or anything in between. The talent is what we have.
And what would you say is the best performance and worst performance you guys have ever?
When we did Toad's Place last winter, that was awesome. There were just hundreds of people there, like moshing and dancing around and going nuts. I think that was probably our best show ever. I think that was the show where we were like, wow, I could totally do this forever. Yeah, we did. Yeah, there was one show in New York where the ceiling looked like it was at risk of caving in. Yeah, it was like a monsoon outside, and you know, it was kind of crazy. So that one was just bad. And then it was sweltering hot during our whole set. Yeah, and the microphones were broken and they smelled really bad. And yeah, that's probably just the worst one because of the circumstances, not necessarily our set itself.
And do you guys have any special ways that you practice or rehearse? And is there anything superstitious? Like, do you have anything that you?
We do use the internet more than regular bands, I would say, because Laura would come up with the guitar part and send it to Sarah and me, and I'll start coming up with drum ideas in my head, and Sarah start writing the words, and it gets emailed back and forth, and we'll come to practice.
Close to each other at all.
Yeah.
Sarah and I live an hour and a half apart. Matt lives about an hour and 10 minutes from me. Tal lives 45 minutes away. So we do a lot online because there's no way we're going to drive an hour and a half every couple days.
Exactly. And where are you guys all from originally?
I'm from Deep River in Connecticut.
Well, originally I'm from Watertown, Connecticut, but I'm in New Britain right now.
I was unfortunately born and raised and still live in Torrington.
Originally, I'm from Rhode Island, and I went to college in Connecticut up in Willimantic, and I stuck around, so I'm still living in Willimantic right now.
Is your favorite band? So do you agree on a favorite band too as well?
I don't think so.
We don't actually have very few bands in common. My favorite bands are like the Beatles and the Donnas, and
I really like industrial, like Nine Inch Nails, but not for bass lines. I really like Tool for bass lines, and I love swing music, and I've been playing a lot of stand-up lately, so I'm really getting into swing music right now. But
I'd say probably the Beatles, the Foo Fighters. I love the Donnas a lot. Yeah, shut up. Shut your face. Yeah, and I like a lot of Japanese pop and rock music too. I think I have the biggest pop influence out of anyone in the band. Like, I'll totally rock out to Britney Spears, but I think that bodes well for me because I write a lot of the like melodies and stuff, so it kind of, I don't know, it kind of helps me with that, I guess.
And my influences are bands like Led Zeppelin, Rush, Pink Floyd, and up to bands like Dream Theater, Liquid Tension Experiment, where the guy's got thousands of drums around him. That's what I'm into.
And do you guys all like Facebook and Twitter and MySpace and all that?
We have a band Facebook. We are all on Facebook. We all have MySpace. Sarah and I both have Twitter accounts, which I don't see the purpose of unless you're stalking someone.
I have made a vow that I will never Twitter ever.
I'm setting Matt up an account tonight.
And do you guys think you'll record like? Do you have any recordings coming up, like for DVD videos? Oh, okay. Tell us.
The end of January, we're gonna go record our first full length. We've talked about doing a video, but we don't have the funds to do it. So
Yeah, we have an EP, so it's got 4 songs on it. Yeah, I think we're doing a couple of them tonight. Yeah, I think we're doing about half the EP tonight, but we have about 9 originals right now, so when we get into the studio in January, we're hoping to just bang out all our originals. We're going to have about 10 by then, I think. And I think we might do a cover of Heartbreaker just for free download, because that's something that we always do, and I think if we ever took it out of our set, people would be very upset with us.
And where can people buy it?
Yeah, they can get it on iTunes, Amazon, Napster. They could, eMusic, Rhapsody. They can get it through us, our website. We have it in our store, or they can come to a show because we like having people here anyway, and they can get it from us. We'll sign it for them, whatever.
I suggest getting it in person. They rock.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
and I'm Laura.
And we're from Sheets Planets. You're watching Local Rock Gods, BC.